chain wrestling flow roll with the Tuckman out of PWA in Sydney. And look, Tuckman's probably not the first name that comes to mind when you're thinking of technical wizardry, but don't let the image fool you. Don't let the mullet get in the way. Tuckman can absolutely go in the ring. And you know, when you've got coaches like Robbie Eagles at the PWA Academy, it's no surprise whatsoever. Tuck was someone who came to us, I believe, 18 months ago, roughly, for one of our camps. At that point, he hadn't actually debuted just yet. And in the meantime, he's done some fantastic things on the East Coast. He's one of the top talents emerging in Australia, and you're going to see plenty of that as we speak. So just to comment on the action, getting a really nice figure 7, awesome little entry in there, turns me around, but I'm close to the ropes. Got to take that option when it comes. But yeah, a very versatile wrestler. You know, he's got an image that leads you one way, but when you see him in these kinds of situations and you see the way that he hangs with confidence, you can really see the sort of potential that the Tuckman brings. Bridging out of that knuckle lock, turning that into a Japanese stranglehold here. One of my favourite escapes for the stranglehold is just bridging out of it, as you're about to see. So bridging down, head to the mat, and then using that to roll over the shoulder and reverse it into one of your own. Again, grab the ropes. So here a little head and arm takedown, which I have reviewed on the channel in the past, one of my early videos, and definitely one of my favourite takedowns. Now setting him up for a tequila sunrise, that's just how I like to transition into it. First going for the pin, and then using the kick out. Tuck turning to his side, making it difficult to grab the half crab, but then he was able to turn it into one of his own. And here just rolling through. I was attempting the STF, so I was attempting to hook, couldn't get the right angle, so I just stayed loose, allowed Tuck to counter out of it. He used that to try to pass my guard into the pin. And now just hooking a double wrist lock into the takedown. I like to keep the double wrist lock there. So you'll notice that even though I did get the head scissors, I didn't let go as many traditionally do, because that allows me to then chain onto it. So when they kick out, I was able to go into an attempted double wrist lock or Kimura, jumping up into the armbar, and now as he postures up, turning it into an omoplata. Obviously more sports entertainment savvy fans would know that as the beginnings of a yes lock. Again, just going back to that double wrist lock there. I had him in a what's also called a top side Kimura or a dorsal Kimura. Nice little arm drag by Tuck there to take the back. Just using a bit of leverage to create tension and break that grip. Now a low single out of the knuckle lock into that little spinning, what I call the head archer. One of my mentors, Akudo Hidaka, was a very prominent user of that little spinning leg lock or leg hold. Really nice entry into the top wrist lock from Tuck, and you'll notice how he used his forehead too to add extra pressure there. Spun me around into the headlock takedown. Really, really smooth, fluid chain wrestling here. And, you know, for me, that is what chain wrestling is. It's flowing from one hold to the next and having the confidence to just see what happens, see what lands. Just getting a front headlock here. I did think about doing the cartwheel, but his escape there probably didn't fare well for that counter. Instead, allowing him to take the waist lock, switching over into a seatbelt grip, using that to take the back, getting the hooks in, going for the rear naked choke. He was able to clear the arm over his head. Again, another way to block that. Into a toe hold. Just looking for ways out. Sometimes you just get in these unconventional positions and you just got to use your problem solving skills. So there I just tried to break the grip. I noticed that I had a crucifix set up, so rolling him back. Little version of an Imanari roll there, taking him out to the side, and then that little catch wrestling-esque trip, which allows me to take that little inverted ankle lock. Tucky switching out to his stomach, so I took the modified death lock. Again, another hold I've covered on the YouTube channel. If this kind of chain wrestling, if this kind of technique does interest you, make sure you check out the database. I have so many free videos in the bank. Go into a scarf hold. Tuck pins me, and that is the end of the flow roll. Hope you enjoyed.